What advice do you have for a 19-year-old just stepping in?
Well, I've been watching Levi, and he handles himself beautifully. He really does. He's got that look. He's got that it factor. I think probably it's time to get off the Sarah thing. I really think that women aren't liking it, and probably some men. You have certainly been Sarah Palin's worst nightmare.
What do you think I should do to, pursue my career and wanting to act and model? And what would be a good start for me?
Well, the one thing is we were discussing before, you love Alaska, so you want to spend a lot of time there. I wouldn't say that's the ideal location if you want to become a world-famous actor, although you've done pretty well from Alaska. But move to New York, move to Hollywood.
Moving away, it's got to be tough when you got a kid involved. If Bristol's living back in Alaska, how does that work out when I'm in L.A.?
Well, I love that you asked that question because it shows you have heart. So you just can't easily move to New York because you want to see the child. So, number one, I love that. And number two, if that interferes with your acting, let it interfere because ultimately that's more important.
Right.
Levi hasn't gone to college yet. What about that? Is that a consideration?
I say this, if you can go to college, if you can get into a good college, go there and get an education.
So, Donald, how can we get this guy a job on The Apprentice?
I think Levi would be great on the show. Ultimately it's up to me. I think it'd be great.
But first things first, it's D-Day for the Playgirl photo shoot, and there's one last stop for Levi and stylist Anya Starr.
Today is his big Playgirl shoot last stop. Spray tan.
And the Portofino Sun Salon is where you go for that all-over glow.
What do we do if we don't want any tan line involvement?
Levi didn't like the answer. A paper-thin thumb.
You want me to put that on?
5 minutes later, newly bronzed Levi emerges feeling good, pumped, and ready to take it off.
Yeah. Ready.
Well, it looks like Levi is prepped. Here's the Levi angle we're working on for Monday.
Next week on The Insight, watch Levi Johnston take it all off. The moment you've been waiting for.
Taking it off, you Playgirl.
Shirtless, in the buff, the prep for his sexy Playgirl photo shoot. Next week on The Insight.
Now, let's check in on our online poll on Sarah Palin. Earlier, the folks on the street weighed in here in New York, and now the country is sounding off. We asked, could Sarah's Oprah interview backfire on her? 64% of you say it very well could, while 46% believe going on her show is always a good move. Oprah. Now, those numbers may change as more votes come in, but for now, the Insider viewers have spoken.
Guess we'll just have to wait and find out. But wait until you hear our takes for Best and Worst Celebrity of the Day.
I'm ending the week with a bang.